Namaste. So I wanted to talk today a little bit more about the body image. We had a conversation today with a few affiliates from OC Oils, and we meet once a month and we bring a subject in and we discuss it. And today we talked about body image. And I always go back into the three type of body that we have, the three doshas of the Vata, which is more long and slim, a little bit tend to be dry, the Pitta, which is more muscular, a little bit bigger bones and have a little bit more oily skin, and the Kapha is, we referred as the water element and the mountain. It's a little bit bigger body type, and I would say like more of the element of sweetness in them, and slow and more kind type of human being. It's also helped me when I was going through some dis-ease to really understand my constitution, which is Pitta. So I tend to be a little bit more muscular. It's not good for me to be too thin, too lean. And I got to a place when I was super skinny. And then now that I'm sort of, the moment I hit 40s, I started to notice that my body is changing with the hormones. I have a lot more Vata and Kapha, so I tend to carry more fat than usual, and I tend to be a little bit more in the mind. And once you know who you are and your constitution, everything starts to shift because you work with what you have, and instead of looking at it as a problem, you look at it as like, oh, I have a little imbalance. I have a little bit more kapha than usual. And one of our affiliates we mentioned today, well, it's a good thing actually, because you have more of the oja, more of the oil, more of that juiciness as you get older and you get dry. And so it's actually balancing the extra weight that I have. It's actually balancing me, instead of looking at it as, I don't like that, I'm not size 4 anymore, and now I'm moving to size 6 and it's uncomfortable and my clothes don't fit. There is time and place for everything, and if we really learn to work with what we have, acceptance, and be kind to ourselves by understanding that the body fluctuates. My mother always said, the extra pounds, sometimes you might need them, you don't know. And there are times that I was much more lean, and I noticed that I was a lot more in my head, and I was my fire was multitasking and doing a lot of things. And as you get older, things are shifted, or when you're younger, things are different. So it's sort of knowing your body type and working with it. It's as far as body image, and really that acceptance of from the inside, not really very much external, what the world expects us to be, to look. I even think about the skin and getting a little more wrinkle. I get a little more dry in my face, and that giving myself a little bit more of the ghee that I put around the eye. That I just created this beautiful ghee with rose and around the eye area, and the leftover I put around my face, and I get dry because I'm in the ocean a lot, so around my hands, and just sort of like bringing the oja, the youthfulness, the glow, the oily, a little bit of the oily skin is wonderful. And knowing that fat in our body is actually healthy. In fact, most of my diet is, contain fat in it, like ghee and avocado and olive oil. And I think that we think that, to lose weight, I have to be super lean and eat like zero fat, and even our diet change, but it's actually not really healthy for us. And learning to work with the body, and if we want to lose a little bit more weight, maybe just stay away from processed food, and simple things like making a shift of drinking a little bit more liquid and water, and having a diet that have cooked food. All of that can really change our constitution, and really learning to work with what we have, and constantly drinking hot water. That's my go-to. When I'm hungry, I know that I'm a lot of time dehydrated. So yeah, so going back to the body image is really knowing yourself and knowing who you are and what really resonates with you, and go from there. Namaste.